Yo guys, it's up Shadow here and welcome back to another episode of Space Engineers. Right, so today we can work on something new. Yay, finally. Yes, we obviously finished last time the battery room, or at least the batteries in the battery room have been finished. And now, as a last step to this, we just have to do some quick final things in here that I think would enhance this room a bit, aka a seat, a control seat right here, for which I need interior plates. And then I think I want to have like a probably a do I want to like have a 3x3 screen? Maybe that might actually be cool. Let me get some interior plates real quick, and then we'll put something smart on that screen. I'm not quite sure what yet, but something smart. I'm sure I'll find something smart. Interior plates. There we go. That's fine. Let's go. The LCDs that we have, 5x5. That's a bit too big. 3x3 is just the right size, you know? Like right here. Boom. Dead center. And then let me just weld that, because we'll make this room a bit smoother by just whoops, not by placing things in random places, but by putting these slopes on here. That will make it a bit more palpable to the eye, I think. If that makes any sense. There we go. Now we already run out of steel plates, of course. We also need computers and bulletproof glass. And where do we put this bad boy? I think here is a good position. Bulletproof computers. Bulletproof computers. What else? Let me check. So obviously computers. Bulletproof. Oh yeah, motors. I think that's most of it. And then we'll also slap some lights on the roof as well. Obviously we will, but all in time. Okay, we still need more freaking displays. I see. Get some more displays, please. And you know what? Well, we're still already here. We'll get the displays. We'll get some of those for the lights and some more steel plates to weld all of the other things shut. And I just slapped myself with a corner there, as I do. Okay. Most excellent. Okay. Now, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? 6. I'm 6 short. Obviously I am. I should have counted, but hindsight is 2020, as they say. Well, we need to get more materials anyway, so doesn't matter. Oh, Jesus. I already saw my corpse flying into space there, but that's fine. Top that off real quick here. And, okay, so... No, not in here. That's wrong. That's wrong. That doesn't belong in there. Jesus. 6 displays. And we'll take... Yeah, obviously we'll take more of those. There we go. And then we'll start to put the outlines in for the gyro room. or whatever you want to call it, the engine room, the machine room, the gyroscopium. I don't know, I'm sure there's like a fancy name for it. But yeah. Okay. So that is good. Let me just get the lights in here. Also, I need to like rename all the batteries as well. You know I have to. And put one here. One here, and then just for good measure, one here as well. Because then we have exactly used up all of our construction components, don't we? I think so. Okay, so now, let me just check real quick. So we have batteries. So this is gonna be battery room. Battery, obviously. I'm just gonna copy paste that all over the place here, just so these are at least named correctly. Fully recharged in 6 days. Yeah, sure. I'm sure that's gonna happen. Also, you know what, I was just thinking a little bit about generally about the solar wings of this thing, and it just struck me that it would be really cool to have like solar panels that have different forms. Because then you could build a lot more interesting looking, well, structures with solar panels. And with different form, I mean, kind of like how the windows are formed, you know? If I just may demonstrate, let me just go to the windows. I think the 2x2 is the best way to demonstrate this. Where is it? 1x1, 2x... You know, kind of... You have these ones, right? But then you also have the angled ones, like this. So these would be really cool as solar panels, because then you could basically... from here, have like an angled solar panel and then flare it out a bit. Or do it the other way around, like from here flare it out so that it runs towards a point, you know? In any case, that would be very cool, but yeah, you know. There's so many cool things you could put in Space Engineers, you would never be finished. That's the problem, isn't it? It's always a problem with Space Engineers. You never, ever can stop putting things in it, because it always... It just benefits from more blocks. It's kind of like Minecraft, although Minecraft has, I think, found a decent way of not having to put in new blocks every month to make it still make it interesting. Well, I guess because it already has so many. I would say in comparison to Minecraft, this game has not as much stuff in it as, you know, in comparison, but, you know, maybe not a fair comparison. Okay, I think we're good. Oh no, not quite, not quite. There we go. Getting all our steel plates used up here. And I'm already kind of thinking about how we should design this next room, because this is gonna be a bit... Not tricky, that's the wrong word, but challenging? No, also not the right word. Devious, maybe. You know what I mean. So basically, I want to have the walls that I can fill up with gyrojets? No, that's something entirely different. Gyroscopes. Yeah, I think for this to start making sense, I will have to at least get this outermost line of the ship here and extend it up to the upper part there. So we can basically make one wall and then see how many gyroscopes we can slap on this wall without making it too crowded, at least for the start. I mean, in the end we might just slap on more, but I want to start lightly, you know. There we go. Or I might generally just get all these pieces welded here, because it's technically still part of the lower room, isn't it? So we should technically weld these as well. I suppose we shall. Gonna get a lot of steel, steel consumed here again. There you go. Another load. You know, I realize I could load the transporter off with steel plate as well, but here I don't find it as critical, because to me at least it feels like every time I do a trip back and forth, I do get a decent amount of welding time out of it. Maybe it's just me, but I'd feel that the benefit here is a lot lower than it was with the energy cells, but maybe that's just me. Okay, so that's that. Now let's put on all of these bad boys. Let's just place them down first. Oh, that tiki again. Bane of my life, I tell you. Even though it's every once in a while I actually found it useful recently, but still. It's always active when I don't need it to be active, you know what I mean? Okay, there we go. Put a good bit more weight on the ship. But also a bit of armor technically, because the battery room isn't as large interiorly as it could be, but therefore it is a little bit better armored, especially from the front. You need to bash through a few layers of steel plates before you get there. Now technically, if I really wanted to protect it, I could weave in some heavy armor like on the inside. But again, this is not a battleship, so, you know. Right. All of this. All of this. Done. Good. Okay, so, as I said, now I want to basically find out how this wall is gonna look. So we're basically just gonna do like this. This should connect us then to the upper wall pretty nicely, I believe. I just have to not fuck up the pattern, and then it's gonna be fine. Yeah, I think I did it right. I did it correctly. And then we'll weld that, and we're gonna start putting on the some gyroscope, at least placeholders. We're not gonna weld them fully yet, because they will take a lot of material too. So maybe depending on what we need for them, we might use our transporter again. But yeah, we'll see. Yep. And another one bites the dust. Okay. Let's see, the whole thing is getting structure. Okay. So now I think the back here, that's fine. That is actually, oh no, it's not, isn't it?
Energy critical.
I almost have the feeling we need to kind of do this properly from the start, you know, with this back wall here, so it doesn't kind of mess up. So yeah, we're probably gonna weld all of these as well. There's a lot of welding gonna be in this episode today. Be prepared for the weldathon or something. But yeah. And also I need more energy. I know. I will have to go back in a second here. Oh. Yeah, see, that wasn't smart. That was not a move of a smart man that you just witnessed. I thought I could be clever, but most of the time, if you think you're clever, you're actually fucking things up. And making things more complicated, so... Well, not always, but you know. There's oftentimes this temporary feeling where you're like, damn, I'm so clever, and then suddenly there's like this weird thing settling in your stomach, this weird like urge, this weird thing where you're like, something is just not right here, and then suddenly you're like, oh damn, I messed up. I messed up big time. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't a big mistake, let's be honest, but still, you know, imagine if I had done that with like in a way that the whole bottom part detached at the beginning of construction. That would have been infuriating. I don't think describes that emotion in full, you know. Right. Okay, let's put the last ones in here. Oh, yeah, okay, so this top part was technically correct, but the rest wasn't. Ah, well. Yeah, well, it has to be done anyway, so might as well do it now. Also, it will allow us to get a look from the back that already gives us kind of a semblance of the complete ship. Kinda. If you know what I mean. Okay. There we go. Need more. But yes, that's the thing. Every time I turn around from picking up some more supplies, the ship looks more complete. I do love that. It's a good feeling, you know? Every time. Okay. And then we'll also have to put in the supports so we don't get these nasty edges. So at least we have to put that in, or we have to... What I would suggest, because it probably would make for a better viewing experience, is to put in like these, you know, from top to bottom essentially. I think that would be nice, but I'm gonna leave them for now. Because I want to start putting in the wall essentially, and then seeing what we can do with it. Because there's some sort of like geometrical thing that we can do with the gyroscopes. I just have to figure out what it is and how it's gonna work. Because it would be nice if we don't just like plonk them on the wall willy-nilly, you know. I mean, it has some sort of flow to it, some sort of like a pattern. So, yeah. Oh, damn it. And again, the first, like, series of gyros will be probably not enough, but I'm leaving it open to add more, you know? Okay, so we have this part here. That's where the gyroscopes are going to be on. So, you know what? I feel we almost have to put this stuff here, because otherwise I will miscalculate something. I think we have to do it on the other side as well, so we can see 100% certainty what kind of spacing we have to work with. So we shall, at least this first bit here, we shall put in. Maybe we'll also use like the edges here, the corner bits, to smooth it out into so that not the whole room looks like that, but that's up in the air right now. Not sure yet. There we go. So this basically means we have to do this again here with the secondary level of walls, so to speak. Am I doing this correctly? Nope. Nope, I'm not. I switched there to a different pattern, which makes no sense. There's always... Ah! I do hate that. I do hate that. In creative, it's not a big thing. You just, you know, click it away. But in normal gameplay, where you always have to get your saw out, essentially, it's so annoying, isn't it? All right. Is that correct? Yeah, it is. Isn't it? Technically, this needs to be here as well, doesn't it? Does that make sense? I guess so. Yeah, it was probably because it's not not completely even, which might cause me to do some weird things to it in the end. But anyway, okay. Now let's do this here again. Slap it on. And the small one. There we go. So this is what we have to work with. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That is awkward because it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's always 4 and then 5 for some reason. That is curious. Shouldn't it always be the same amount, or am I miscounting things? No, I'm definitely not. I am confused right now. Maybe I've did something wrong here. Let me just It's annoying. Something is bugging me here. I cannot quite tell what. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this. Does that make any sense? Or are we doing this wrong? I think I'm doing this right. Let me just... I need some aid from the other side. No, I think it's at least semi-right. Semi-right, that's a weird word, but I'm not happy with it. I have the feeling something is quite off. But for the sake of having always the same amount of space available, the sake of symmetry, so to speak, we're gonna stick with it. Even though I feel uncomfortable.
Energy low.
For some reason, don't ask me why specifically, but something makes me feel uneasy here. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I cannot quite put my finger on it, but I have the feeling something is wrong, and... Okay, whatever. We'll ignore it for now. I'm sure it's not coming back later to nip us in the butt. I'm sure of it. Because things like that never happen, don't they? Okay. Ah! Curses! Right, so now we always have 5 here. 1, 2, and then there's the 5th one. Then you go one up and it's still the same block, and then it goes like this, right? So these two blocks. Yeah, let's weld like the middle blocks at the moment. And maybe that's gonna be the ones that's gonna hold the gyros for now. And then we still have potentially, if we want gyros here, then we can potentially in the next step put gyros here, and that's, if that's still not enough, we still have in between to fill. Even though I think that's a bit overkill then, but I somehow have the feeling I'm gonna end up in a weird spot. No, I'm actually not. It works out mathematically, but still something suggests to me that this is weird. Oh well. Okay, let's pack up some gyroscopes here and just place them down. I think I want to face them downwards like that. Yeah, it's just so the most important part is that they all look the same direction. Otherwise, the ship is not gonna fly because bad luck, probably. Could you imagine if you actually had to really, in Space Engineers, really be careful of where you put gyroscopes and how many you put where? And oh god, that would be infuriating, but kind of fun as well. Okay, like that. So, like this, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 gyros waiting to be welded. Oh god. And I wait to die here. No! Please! May I have some more energy? Thank you. But yeah, that's good. What did I say? 24? That would mean 48 gyros. Is that enough? Pop quiz question to everybody watching. Is that enough for this huge ship to turn in a reasonable fashion? Doesn't have to do like snap turning, but you know, I don't want to have to buy like a 5-meter extension for my mouse pad to turn this ship, so is it enough? I have the feeling it's not. I have the feeling we're gonna have to add like 1 or 2 more rows at least. Alright, I just want to, you know, weld these real quick so we have like a visual on how this looks in the end. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Let me get some more steel plates, just put them in place, and then I think I'm gonna be done for today. For now, at least. Right. Oh, that hurt. Let's just weld these in place. Yes, yes. Yes, I can see that. I can see that. Oh, I completely forgot about something. I forgot about down here. That's weird. Okay, let me look up what kind of command we use for. I mean, I could just. Oh, whoops! I opened my visor, I believe. Yeah, I did. Let's see. We have the 3x3. This one. So this is going to be battery, and then activate the LCD screen like this. Can I just type batteries? Do you even write it like that? Or battery? That's probably unknown command. Okay, let me look that up real quick. What kind of command we should use here? Right. So the command that we use is power stored, apparently. It should give us the power stored of all batteries. Good. Now let me customize that a bit, aka put no, not a rotation, a bit more font size perhaps. Okay, not that much, like so, and then we'll put some echoes. I think it's just echo, right? Echo. Oh, is it with the semicolon? Yeah, it is. Okay, of course it is. It's a programming language. There's always semicolons, and if you forget them, you are gonna suffer. Let's see. Did that? Huh? Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, that's good. Maybe we could even put some more stats here, like like power usage and stuff. Actually, let me do that real quick. Hold on. I will figure that out. Okay, so another one we could use here is called... Oh, hold on. Batteries. Custom data. There's another one called power summary. This shows us the used power and the available power, I believe. So right now we're using 0.7% of the power that we have. I think that's cool. Let me see if there's another one. Okay, so another one, I think one of the more useful ones, technically speaking, is, let's do another echo. Power time. You can guess what that means. There we go. So right now it's charge time, 2 days, 10 hours, 1 minute and 22 seconds. And that gets like updated every few seconds, I suppose. So that's why it's not counting down. But yeah, and if we are using something, I suppose if we like... There we go. Now it changes to power time, 22 hours, because we used the thrusters. That's cool. I like that. I like this statistic. I do love that. That's pretty cool. Let me just find the interior lights that we just created down here, and battery lights, so we can officially and with good conscience say that we finished today's the battery room, and we have nothing else to come back and fix. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty useful, isn't it? That's pretty neat. Right. Cool. So that's it for today. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.